All right, Mark's just double checking the system, and we're back. We're going for it here. So we're gonna plug in. So
Door.
we're jumping in.
Door.
Toast. There ain't a problem with these one-word requests.
Well, you're the one nearest it. How am I gonna close it? Jedi mind powers.
Jedi polite powers.
All right, ready?
Yes.
I think it works. It's the Free Lunch Comic Book News.
Hey,
We're back.
we are back, and we brought a friend.
We are so big. The show has gotten so huge.
Yes.
We've had to hire an intern.
Yep.
I get the coffee.
Yes, you do get the coffee.
So we welcome Tim Gaffey to his first show. Thanks for coming, Tim.
Thanks for having me.
Like you had a choice.
There it is. That's your microphone. Talk now.
There you go.
Working now?
Oh, there we
There's
are.
Tim.
There he
See,
is.
we gave him a fake microphone.
Yeah.
You didn't want to hear from him at first.
He's such a great contributor.
I haven't earned this yet.
So
We haven't earned a working microphone yet.
we've got an exciting show set up, right?
We do.
We've got
the comic book news be coming at you next. Then we got my favorite part of the show, Matt's convention report. And then we have story time with Uncle Matt. He's going to tell us his adventures of comic book conventions from this past weekend.
We've got the live Facebook feed going
The live
for all our
Facebook feed
friends.
is going. We have the top 10. We have our individual picks from this month's previews book.
And we got the Free Lunch Studio update.
Yes. And of course we have Comic Watch.
Comic Watch.
Yes.
So it's going to be a jam. Comic Watch.
Our
No, we
picks,
don't.
The picks.
The picks. We got the picks. No Comic
Picks
Watch.
are your individual. No, here's what it is. You always get this confused.
Comic Watch is
No.
stuff that's on the shelf.
Comic Watch is stuff that's already on the shelf.
Yes. We're not doing that today.
We're not doing that today. Okay.
I know fully.
So we got our picks of stuff that's coming out.
Yes. Things that are coming out in
Check.
November.
Okay. So
November.
that's stuff coming out in November, and we'll do Comic Watch next time we get a book that has stuff that comes out. I haven't figured out these previews yet because they have previews for future stuff and then previews for stuff that's already out.
So the previews that I'll bring back will be for the stuff that's shipping currently.
Oh.
So I'll keep the past 3 issues in the office, and that's for my customers too. So anytime books come through, and if they see something they like, they can go back to that old catalog. So that's why I always keep those old ones around. And we actually have a listener feedback question, which is really, really cool.
Okay. What's the question?
Well, we'll get to it at the end, man.
Okay. All right. Hold your questions for the show.
Thank you, Ange.
right.
She's coming to us from Texas.
Texas.
Yeah!
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Woohoo!
That's what they tell me. All right, we'll be back with the comic book news in just a bit on the Free Lunch Comic News.
Stay tuned.
News.
So to answer your question, I have not read Bitch Planet. Anybody?
Never.
No? No, I have not read that yet.
I've got no ideas what that is.
Do you like it, Ange? You must, right?
Which planet?
Bitch Planet. Sounds very intense. But yeah, we are going to talk about your question here, Ange. The personal experiences in comics. I love that.
All right, so
She loves it. That's an endorsement. Okay, we'll shout that out during the show. That's an image book, right? Oh, we're getting heckled now.
who?
We're getting heckled by Kylie.
Oh,
That's
her fault.
terrible.
That's my sister, so it's easier to get
Oh,
out.
it's
You know, when she comes in here, it actually reminds me that she and I are doing a show.
Danbury
Yeah.
a horror show.
Horror
Yeah.
Fest, which isn't really a comic book convention.
No, it's true, but
Are you drawing zombies for that one?
I will be. And I have these great.
Zombie caricatures.
I have zombies hunting permit stickers for your car.
Ah.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Don't you have that zombie dart game
That's
you
like
had
the main
for GamerCon?
I have watched that. I'm enjoying it. I haven't finished it yet, though. Ty,
What?
say it again.
Don't you have the zombie dart game?
I will be bringing that. Yeah.
It's a good thing I reminded you.
Yeah, it's true.
I have to do that for him sometimes. He'll learn. He's like,
Hey,
like
stop.
early onset Alzheimer's.
The camera is
sometimes.
on, and I don't need that. Right now, the listeners at home are listening to what promotional spot?
Monday Night Jam.
The Monday Night Jam. We just had the jam the other day. It was great.
We do this too, where we don't really play the commercials, but then Matt acts like we're doing the commercials. So then he tells people about the thing that
If they were going to listen to the...
So, like, the commercial's only like 30 seconds long, but Matt talks like a half an hour in between each segment.
You just popped the bubble for the people that are watching the
I'm
video.
pretty sure they've all figured it out by now. If they haven't,
Shooting
then
right now, man.
Anybody
guess
in
what? Santa Claus isn't real either.
Anybody in here watching Preacher? Ange, you are like fully on in here.
Preacher?
You're not caught up yet.
I'm
I
not
haven't
caught up, but
watched
I love
season
it.
2 yet. I
So
have
you
not.
watched season 1 though?
I watched season 1. I
You
love
liked
season
it?
1.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I watched
Yeah,
the first
season one's
couple
really good.
episodes of season 2.
I gotta get back into it.
It was good. I dig it.
I needed a break on Sunday nights after Game of Thrones ended.
Mm.
It was too close.
Yeah.
I need like a... And football started too, so it was a little...
We're happy that we're helping you avoid work, Ange. We love it. We love that you're.
Oh yeah, we're all
you're
about slacking off.
we're your escape route.
Yeah.
That's why I'm interning with you.
Oh, you.
And not an actual.
See, and then when
That's why I
your
know.
teachers start watching the video, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, okay." So this kid just had an internship where he ate candy and farted around all day.
Basically.
Not eaten candy once, sir.
It's early. All right, we ready to jump in?
1 second.
Oh, I gotta text my LOL to my BFF.
No, it's,
Ooh, who's watching The Defenders?
I watched all of it.
All of
I
it.
did. I watched the whole thing.
You two
Yeah.
watched the whole thing?
Epic.
Really?
Slow
It's
burn,
Slow.
but payoff at the end.
Okay.
Once they're all finally together,
Yeah.
things get good.
Yeah. If you skip like the first 3 episodes, you're fine.
The Iron Fist.
Ange is actually getting followers now because her comments have more content than our show.
I will say, yeah, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist
I could
sucks.
do without.
From what I
As a
understand, nobody
guy.
likes him.
And the worst part was I watched Iron Fist right before Terrificon.
Mm.
So he was at Terrificon. So we're talking about his movie. I was like, "You suck!
Oh,
Learn how to act."
all about the positive here.
I'm okay with the acting. The character himself is kind of a whiny bitch to me. And I
Ooh,
don't-
ooh.
Yeah. I went there.
Don't hold back.
I mean, that was the extent of my opinion.
So this is like I heard Iron Fist is super boring and he's really emo.
He's
Yes.
very emo.
I think that's basically what they just said. So there you
He's
go.
very emo.
I don't know.
Poor Ty is cracking up here.
It would be great if he actually did something. And
Oh,
instead
Ty.
of just talking about it.
I wore your shirt out the other day, and I had 3 people ask me what it meant. They all thought it was for a Pokemon, but I said no.
Oh yeah.
It's for Rejects. They have a new comic book. You should check it out, and also check out their website. I didn't know your website though.
Rejectsclothing.com, I believe.
Now I know what it is. I just said look up Rejects Clothing, and you'll find it.
There you go. Look at that. Everybody at home got that one. All right, let's start the show again. Who are you
So
texting?
before we get into the new show, the new next segment, if you go to my Facebook page, I posted a photo of me working for Matt on Sunday, and I've been trying to get a free lunch comic shirt for about 6 months now, and I have not. But there's a huge contingent of people who think I deserve a free lunch comic shirt. So let's keep this going because I want a free lunch comic shirt.
Yeah.
Although Matt is still very jealous, Ty, that I have the black
It's true. He's never going to get the shirt.
reject shirt.
He got the shirt I wanted from you, so that totally. Yeah. All right, let's get this thing cracking here.
I think if I'm going all the way to Albany with you, I should get a shirt. In November.
Is that in November?
Yeah. Ready? Comic news?
Dude, I'm so ready. You guys got
I'm
it
starting.
first.
I'm
Yeah,
starting.
you
You're
guys
in
got it
it.
first.
You're in it.
All right, so we're coming out of the break.
Okay.
What is your next con? Stay put, because
Stay tuned.
I will give you the full
We're not
convention
going to
report.
tell you everything. We're not going to blow all the stuff now.
Even though it seems like we are.
We're going to save some stuff for the show.
Here we come.
And we're back
And we are back.
on Free Lunch Comic News.
Woo!
Matt and Mark with you, as well as our new intern, Tim.
Hey.
I'm calling him our intern now.
Tim of the Gaffey clan.
of Clan Gaffey.
Yes.
But now it's time for the Comic news.
Comic news, yes.
We tell you all the comic news you need to know. There isn't any more, so don't look online because we found it all ourselves. And we're going to give it to you right about now. From Image Comics. What if you mixed Mad Max with Dungeons & Dragons? Well, 5 people did, and the result is Image Comics' new ongoing The Realm.
Ooh.
Writer Seth M. Peck, artist Jeremy Hahn, colorist Nick Filardi, letterer Thomas Moore, and editor Joel Enos are banding together to tell the story of a group of warriors in a post-apocalyptic supernatural wasteland. While these 5 people are teaming together to make comics, their warriors are coming together to fight a powerful sorcerer named Johnny Eldritch, aiming for control of the Shattered World. If you go to newsarama.com, they spoke with Peck and Hahn about their new series, which debuts today.
Oh, I thought that sounded familiar because when we were at the store, I thought we saw that title.
Yes, I will be buying that book.
Oh.
So,
I like that the sorcerer's name is Johnny Eldritch.
I know, I thought they would have
Sounds like a
something
kid from down the street.
It's like the lead singer from My Chemical Romance or something.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, Tim's bringing us the DC news.
DC, I'm a DC guy. Alright. A direct sequel to 2015's Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is coming in December, with original writer James Tynion IV and artist Freddie Williams II. Published by DC Entertainment in partnership with IDW Publishing and TMNT's owners Nickelodeon, the 6-issue Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 will have Donatello and Bane transposed in each other's universe. For
Ooh.
Gotham, that's good news, but for TMNT, it's bad. Possibly back-breakingly bad.
Ooh.
Spooky. What
That's a
DC...
shell cracker.
Yes. Oh, that's cool. All right. What DC and IDW started with Batman TMNT in 2015 continues to spark interest with fans of these characters that have worldwide recognition, said Hank Canals, DC's Senior VP of Editorial Strategy and Administration. We cannot wait to see what James and Freddie deliver this time around. It all begins when Donatello opens a door to the DCEU in order to ask Batman to become his mentor, but ends up being pulled through himself with Bane slipping past, him going the opposite way. Suddenly, there's a new gang boss in New York, and he's out to unite, all the other bad guys under him, reads DC's description of the title. Can Donnie get back in time and bring Batman with him to help his brothers before Bane causes irreparable destruction? Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will debut on December 6th, with a second issue following 2 weeks later on December 20th, before slowing down to a monthly release schedule. The original crossover between Batman and the Turtles was met with such positive enthusiasm from fans that it was only a matter of time before their paths crossed again, said Greg Goldstein, IDW Publishing's president/COO. Fans have themselves to thank for making this a reality yet again, and we're confident that we can deliver the goods to meet their expectations with our talented creative team returning for round 2. Williams II is scheduled to illustrate the main covers for all 6 issues, with TMNT co-creator Kevin Eastman doing variants.
Ooh, awesome.
Ooh.
That was a good
That's a
story.
long one.
Now, is this going to be the 3rd miniseries for them?
No, if you listen to Tim's report, it was the second. This is the second.
I thought there was one coming out
incarnation.
now already. All right. All right, I got the Marvel Comics update.
Stay tuned later for more about that.
One of the 5 heroes seen alongside the Guardians in Rod Ray's just released new cover for the all-new Guardians of the Galaxy number 12 will be the next person to join the team. We're excited to have an Avenger joining the ranks of the Guardians. Or is it the Nova Corps? Or both? Oh, you'll see, says the editor in a statement. Just know he beat out some stiff competition, as you can tell by the cover of number 12. Doctor Strange, Deadpool, Man-Thing, Cable. What's that you say? There are only 4 heroes there? Look again. That looks like Ant-Man perched on Man-Thing's shoulder.
What?
I know, what the heck? Ant-Man was previously seen in an early version of November's Guardians of the Galaxy 146 cover, previewed with Marvel's renumbering math. And they're all dressed up as the Nova Corps, but note the smallest figure next to Groot looks like Ant-Man. When that issue was officially solicited, however, the Ant-Man figure was omitted from the cover. Oh.
Ooh, sneaky.
Scandal.
It's going to be it's going to be coming out. The solicitation is in October for Guardians of the Galaxy number 12, Gary Duggan and Rod Ray's. And I have one last little hiccup of news. The fate of the Fantastic Four, Marvel 2-in-1, is going to be coming out in December by Chip Zdarsky and Jim Chung. I've got to tell you, like they just honored Jack Kirby last month with those great dollar books reprinting. They didn't reprint Fantastic Four, which is really weird. So it's nice to see.
They didn't have the deal in place then.
Marvel still owns the rights to Fantastic Four comics.
But not
comics.
the movie.
We're not. This is not a movie podcast.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. All right, so that
I
is.
told you my theory on this.
That is
Marvel
your.
don't own the rights to it in the movie time. You're not going to see it in a comic.
Which
form.
really stinks because it's Jack Kirby.
That doesn't matter. Disney don't like it.
And we got someone chiming in. Bink is chiming in from the live feed. She's excited. She needs a new movie too. She laughs. The old LOL, BFF, OMG.
Yes.
All right, so that completes the comic news. We could take a break.
We are going to take a break, and we'll be back with the convention report.
Oh, my favorite part. Who's the sponsor for this upcoming part?
Upcoming is Thirsty Thursday.
Oh, my goodness.
All about the stuff happening tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Over at the Free Lunch Comic Studios in Terriffill, Connecticut.
Oh, listen to that pitch manipulation, folks.
That's called the Pitchman of Manipulation. Brought to you by Wemo.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back with more in just a bit. It is the Free Lunch
Comic News. It's radio.
Radio.
All right, so Batman. They've done more than one miniseries combining. I thought DC published one, and I think IDW published one, and this is soliciting an entirely new one. Is that possible? That this is the third one?
It says a direct sequel to 2015's Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja coming in December. So it's a direct connection.
I wasn't listening to you.
What was it?
Tim's girlfriend's on here. Ange is now educating us. This is
Someone
terrible.
should now make sure we don't have any kind of chemical disruptions because she's in a lab or something.
All right, so what they're listening to right now, because I'm still going to keep the bubble alive.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
You can go to Matt's work and drink and draw, and on every third Thursday, you can play Dungeons and Dragons.
It's true, and it's been met with.
Met with what?
Jenny Friesen is on.
Huh? Who?
Jenny Friesen is on.
Okay.
Hi, Jenny. Wow.
Why are you like freaking out right now?
Well, okay. You don't know? You shouldn't be doing the news. We're going to have you take a break. Tim, you're taking over.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so let's get this legit. Let's put this back. She's a talent. She's a talent.
Well, tell me about who
This
she
is real. She's real. She's real. She's right there.
Tell me about who she is.
We're hijacking our own show. She does covers, gorgeous covers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Google her.
For who?
Google her. Look at her. Who have you drawn covers for, Jenny? This is sick. Are you still on? This is awesome. 4 people just left your show.
I'm gonna say,
Prime this up because we want to keep her on.
We've been doing things for a while, but I've never seen Matt get that excited about someone getting on the live feed.
Well, this is a great show. We've had Ange. We've had
Kylie.
My wife tuned in.
Your wife tuned in.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Look it.
Wow.
Yeah, whoa, what the heck? Oh my God, I'm gonna write my diary tonight. It's gonna be fantastic.
Straight to the Dream Journal.
All right, so Thursday.
To the Dream Journal.
Thirsty Thursday is every Thursday night from 7 to 9:30 on the D&D nights.
You know what you should do, Matt? You should invite Jenny to come and check out Thirsty Thursday or the Monday Night Jams over at Free Lunch Studios in Terriffill, Connecticut.
I don't think she's from around here.
Well, sometimes
Jenny, are you
goes
from
this way.
Boston? She's like, I can't be on this. She has left
What
us.
happened?
All right, let's jump
We're gonna
back in
stumble
before
upon-
we embarrass ourselves anymore.
All right. We're going into the convention report. We're going to the
Yes,
convention
you
report.
do.
We're going to the convention report. And Matt is going to tell us all about the conventions going on in your neck of the woods.
We do live drawing parties every Thursday
do,
night.
every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Oh my God.
All right. So here we go. We're going to go back into the show. Are you okay, Matt?
I'm totally ready.
Are you sure?
So ready. Wow. This is so exciting.
Convention report.
Here we go. So get ready, folks. We're jumping in.
All right.
Oh, Brian Kazaska from the Twin Peaks Unwrapped podcast.
Yeah, and Geekonomics.
Oh, wow. So not ready, says Kylie. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're
He is
trying.
so not ready.
Mark is running slow today.
I am fine. You're the one that's tweaking out.
You're on the
All right,
time
ready?
delay here.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. And we're back. It's Free Lunch Comic News coming at you. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show because it has the greatest soundtrack
It's
ever
true.
in
It
podcast
is,
history.
It is true.
It's time for, Tim hasn't heard this yet, so Tim, this is a treat for you.
Hit it.
It's time for the convention report, where Matt tells you about all the conventions happening in your neck of the woods.
Yes. What? So I'm going to start us off in Rochester, New York. You've got the Rock Con. That's the 15th through the 17th. September 16th, the Connecticut Horror Fest in Danbury, Connecticut.
Where Matt and Ryan will be appearing.
I will be there. September 16th, Bloomington, Minnesota, the Comic Convention. And it's going to be at the Everett McClay VFW.
Not in the mall?
No.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be sick if it was at the Mall of America? That'd be awesome.
Mall shows are the best shows.
September 16th, Monroe, Michigan. It's the Monroe Comic Con at the Monroe County Fair Association Expo Center.
Wow.
Somerville, Mass.
Somerville?
September 16th, it's Ladies Con.
Ladies Night.
No. There's no location listed here, but it's for all ages, and it's
Because
free.
you're not a lady.
And it's free. So if you want to go, look it up.
It's
Somerville,
because you're not a
Mass.
lady. Only tell the ladies. They don't tell anyone else.
September 16th and 17th, Manchester, New Hampshire, Granite State Comic Con at the Radisson Hotel, Manchester,
I think our
downtown.
good friends Angry Geeks will be an appearance of that one.
Is that true?
I think so.
September 16th and 17th, this is a big one, Bethesda, Maryland, the Small Press Expo at the Bethesda North Marriott Hotel and Conference Center.
I'm
Great,
psyched about that one.
great show for independent comics. That's in our boy Steve Canaris' backyard. Big shout out to Steve Canaris. He's writing some good stuff for me right now. Also, this weekend, Memphis, Tennessee, the 16th and 17th, Memphis Comic Expo at the Agri Center International. Oh, how did this sneak in? Who put this in here?
You did it. I didn't do anything.
How is that
You did it yourself.
possible? There's going to be a show in Saskatoon again.
Saskatoon!
How does that keep getting in there?
I can't believe you let the Saskatoon
I don't
show.
even know how that happens.
That is fantastic.
September 20,
Saskatoon.
September 21st through the 23rd, Salt Lake City,
You can
Utah.
go to Saskatoon and learn about comic books here. How you doing over there?
Oh, Salt Lake Comic Con. And that's going to be at the Calvin L. Rampton Salt Palace Convention Center. That's the Salt
Palace.
Lake City comic.
Old
Salt Lake Comic.
Palace. Saskatoon.
Are you done?
I can't believe you did it again.
I can't either. September 22nd through the 24th, Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the Cincinnati Comic Expo at the Cintas Center at Xavier University. Also, September 24th is the Plainville Comic Show at the VFW over
Cliffcon.
Plainville, Connecticut. September 22nd through the 24th, Baltimore, Maryland. It's the Baltimore Comic Con. So if you're a super comic nut,
A-town.
you go down for one the week before, you stay through the week, catch a baseball game, and then you go to the Baltimore Comic
Yeah,
Con.
catch a football game.
It's true. Baltimore Convention Center. That's the 22nd through the 24th.
Walk around the places where they film The Wire.
Can't believe there's another one in there from Canada. I thought I deleted all those. September 23rd, Santa Rosa, California. It's the
California.
Santa Rosa Toy Con at the Santa Rosa Veterans Memorial. September 23rd through the 24th, it's the in State College, Pennsylvania, Nittany Con. I know a couple people
Penn
that are
State?
going to that. Yeah,
Penn State, yeah.
at Ramada State College Hotel and Conference Center. September 28th through October 1st, Columbus, Ohio. Cartoon Crossroads. There's no location listed there.
At the crossroads.
September 29th, Columbus, Ohio, SoulCon. No location listed there either. But look it up, SOL Con. September 30th, Richmond, Virginia. It's the Richmond, Virginia, Richmond Comic Con.
Nice town, Richmond, Virginia.
It's in the Richmond Raceway. You familiar
That's a
with that?
racetrack. I worked there. That was the first job I ever did for
That's
pro
why,
television.
That's why I asked you. For pro television.
Yeah, I worked a NASCAR race there.
September 30th, Hickory, North Carolina, Hickory Comic Con. It's going to be at the Hickory Metro Convention Center.
Another location on the racetrack.
September 30th through October 1st, Mount Clemens, Michigan, Fantasticon. Great name.
Ooh, that is a cool name.
Next up, we have September 30th through October 1st, Birch Run, Michigan. It's the Oh, this is the one we talked about this last time. Fantasticon Birch Run. It's just like a split show.
It's like the split show, the sister show.
Yep. October 1st, Essington, Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia Comic Con at the Clarion Hotel Conference Center. Oh, Manahawkin, in New Jersey, October 1st. It's the Manahawkin Comic Book Show at the Holiday Inn, Manahawkin, Long Beach Island.
Yeah.
Big one here, October 5th through the 8th, New York City, New York Comic Con. You got your pass, you can go. Otherwise, you're sitting at home. October 7th.
I'll be sure to hear all your reports from it, because I'm not going to go.
Schnecksville, Pennsylvania, the Lehigh Valley Comic Con at the Schnecksville Fire Hall.
Home of Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
October 7th through the 8th, Sacramento, California, SAC Comic Con. Keep your comments to yourself.
SACCon.
October 8th, holy smokes, there's a ton here. Cleveland, Ohio, Cleveland Comic Card Nostalgia Show at the American Legion at 22001 Brook Park Road. That's the Cleveland, Ohio, Cleveland Comic Card and Nostalgia Show. Woo, another one in oh, that looks duplicated. October 8th, Annandale, Virginia, Schaff Promotions Comic Book and Non-Sports Card Show at the Annandale Fire Station. October 8th, Atlanta, Georgia, the Atlanta Comic Convention at the Marriott Century Center. Then there's
ATL.
Now, make sure you check the sites and maybe call some of these venues. Here's one for October 14th through the 15th in Jacksonville, Florida. We know that those poor people have gone through a really rough week.
Yeah.
That's the CBC Comic Book and Toy Show at the Holiday Inn in Jacksonville. Make sure you give them a call before you head out there. Granted, it's still a month away, but you never know what's going on.
Yeah.
October 20th through the 22nd, Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's the Santa Fe Comic Con. Mark Tarn. Keep an eye out for that. That's going to be at the Buffalo Thunder Resort and Casino.
Oh,
That's the one I want to go to. Yeah.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
one.
You know what I like? I like going to the casino.
Oh,
Yeah.
It reminds me of that movie with Chris Pine and what's his face there?
Chicken.
Brothers.
Oh, I don't
Good
know.
flick, you should check it out. Will Bridges.
October 20th through the 22nd, Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's the Grand Rapids Comic Con at DeVos Place Convention Center. October 21st through the 22nd, Boston, Massachusetts. It's the MICE Show, the Massachusetts Independent Comics Expo.
Ooh.
Another kind of like-minded to the Maine Comic Arts Fest Small Press Expo. Very cool show.
Are you going to that one?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
October 21st through the 22nd, Marlboro, Mass. Super Mega Fest.
I'm going to that one.
A lot of wrestlers and actors and toy people
I'll
go
be
to
there
that.
with the boys from Angry Geeks.
That's the Best Western Royal Plaza Hotel and Trade Center. That's in Marlboro,
The
Mass.
castle.
Is that right? Is that what
that
that
the
is?
castle
I
that's
don't
on the
think
side
the
of the
castle's a
brandy?
Best Western, though. I don't think so.
Oh, I thought that was a castle that did that.
October 22nd, Melbourne, Florida. Melbourne Toy and Comic Con at the Melbourne Auditorium. October 27th through the 29th, Los Angeles, California. Stan Lee's LA Comic Con. That's at the Los
I'm sure he'll be
Angeles
there.
Convention Center.
Maybe his last appearance, I bet, too.
October 28th through the 29th, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Fantasticon Fort Wayne. Let's not forget our dear friends at the Golden Gavel here in East Windsor, Connecticut, the East of the
Yes.
River Comic Show. That's going to be October 29th. Scott Pellin and Greg Kalajian running a great little show over there at the Golden Gavel.
Yes, we'll be there.
And we will be there. And the last show that I'm going to talk about is October 29th. In Portland, Maine. It's the Portland Comic Expo at the Portland Exposition Building. And that concludes your comic weather report.
Convention report brought to you by the good people at Freelanch Comics. You like comics? You like them not free? Go to Freelanch Comics.
Wow, that was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be back with just a little bit more. Next up is Story Time with Uncle Matt.
Oh.
Here's a little bit from our good friends over at CliffsCon.
BRB, as the kids say. Matt, get Mark to see It tonight at 7 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
I can't, buddy. I gotta pick my daughter up.
Oh, Brian.
Yep, he's trying to get you in trouble. Well, what an honor to have you guys watching us right now. We really appreciate that.
We do.
We really, really do.
Did you scare that other lady away?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
But it's still nice that she was here.
It was.
So right now they're talking about the CliffsCon, right?
We are.
So that's coming up in a couple weeks, the Plainville comic show. It's really nice. You go in there, it's 99 cents. Get a free coffee and a donut if you get there early enough. Cliff is working the grill and he makes great food.
He does. And you gotta get there early to get it because people scour it. It's gone quick.
He's got one of my junior jammers in there helping him in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And actually Dylan helps him at 2 other shows now too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's really picking it up.
Yeah.
Dylan is a very skilled
Before we get into
culinary
this next
artist.
part, that Boston show, you should try to get into that. The independent comic thing.
Mice?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd go to that with you.
Yeah, might be a little late.
Yeah,
Considering it's like a month away.
All you can do is call. Worst they could say is no.
Hello. Yeah, we got to see what's going on too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's good.
Now, for our friends who
Tracy
are
doesn't
on
hello.
this, we didn't talk about it, but there's a con going on the 28th of October we didn't mention. But you have...
What's the con? What's the con we didn't mention?
You have the...
Oh, BingCon.
BingCon.
I totally brain farted that.
Yeah, I was going to bring it up.
I can say, you know what? When we come back, I'll mention it.
Okay.
It wasn't on the list.
I
They
know.
need to get. They need to get that on there.
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll make sure we mention it.
Also on October 28th, you're having...
King of Monster Mountain. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to do Staple next year in Austin, it's great. And you've become quite the
If you
contributor.
want to pay for us to fly down there and go,
Or put us up,
then
just
we'll
like
go.
Mocha Fest. That is a great show.
Then we'll go. If someone will pay us to go places, we'll go anywhere.
Squatters? Do you welcome
Anywhere for
squatters,
free.
Ange? Squatters?
The same thing I do with the people who do go-karts. The guy from Mississippi asked me to do a go-kart race once.
And
I was like, if you pay me to come down there and you'll pay for my flight and my hotel,
what did you do?
I will show up.
Did you film it?
No, he didn't pay for it.
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby Con. It's all about Bing
Oh my
Crosby.
God! There's the invitation.
Bing.
She's willing to put us up.
Oh man.
Oh my garnish!
Don't know if your wife.
Do you
or my
have
girlfriend
cats?
will
Do
like
you have
that.
cats? Cats. I've got 6 cats.
I don't know if your wife and my girlfriend would approve of that, but we'll try. See what happens.
You know what's cool is I can have like I can exist with other examples of the opposite sex without making it weird.
One cat.
One cat. That's it, I'm done.
Cats have no
I'm having
souls.
a problem with Marc's perfume. Forget it.
I
One
don't even
cat.
have anything on.
I don't know what you wear, man, but it's killing me.
You had that before you even got in here.
Are we ready to go here?
Yeah, it's called Chrome, I think. I don't know. But it's not for me. I didn't start wearing this stuff until Claire. She's like.
Do you spray it right on, or do you spray it on your hand and slap it
wrist,
around?
Do it on the.
Men's grooming tips
I had
next.
to go to YouTube.
Men's grooming
I had to go to
tips.
YouTube to figure out how to do it.
You did. Yeah.
I did. I'm not very cultured.
What's the next segment? Oh, it's story
Story
time.
time with Uncle Matt.
What's the name of the town? Brimfield. Brimford.
Brimford.
Is that really the town? Brimfield.
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 Brimfield. I told Matt. I told
Start
Brian
the
that
show.
Story.
I
I
got
told
it.
Brian that story. He laughed hysterically. All right, let's go.
Brian has. He says here, Marc has a sexy smell. Oh, and we're back. I'm just gonna cough us in.
And we're back here at Flinch Comic News.
Yes.
It's time for another news segment. We've did this last time.
Can I butt in real? Can I butt in real quick?
You can, please.
I
Go
missed a show. It's going to be
What?
Yeah,
ahead.
October.
Is it in Canada?
It is. It's our friends. No, BingCon in Springfield. I'm so
Yes.
sorry to have missed this.
Is that a church?
It is at a church. Really easy to get to, but it's BingCon. Look it up. BING Con.
Yes.
And it features our friends Marc Metzal and Jim Taylor, and it's
Bunch of folks.
a really nice show. I
Bunch of
met Matt Smith at that show. It's a really good show.
Did you? Matt Smith, the guy from Doctor Who?
No, Matt Smith, the guy who did Barbarian Lord and Lake of Fire. He's awesome.
So it's one of those guys.
He's a fellow Twin Peaks fan.
one of
He's
those
just
people.
like, hey. His name is Matt. I think he's pretty groovy.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Story time with Uncle Matt.
Oh,
Here it comes.
this is.
So Matt, tell us about your adventures in comic convention world.
All right, so
As he gets a swig of soda, as he takes a sip of cognac,
my
fire crackling in the background.
my sad story comes to you about
Kind
an
of on yourself, though. Think about it.
It's true. Don't double book. Don't double book, kids, because it's not worth it. You know, Mark and I were working at the comic and card show at the Eastfield Mall.
Make it sound so depressing.
I'm trying to match the music. Can an artist find his way? So, I double booked, and Mark kind of saved my bacon and allowed me to jump over to Camp Anime to do an art fight for those wild and crazy kids over at Camp
Presented by
Anime.
friend of the show, Matt DeRoma.
Right, who
Matt's
owns
Sports
Matt's
Cards.
Comics?
You're
Great
in for
great
that.
guy. Yep. So I don't take that lightly
Frequent your local comic book shop.
to drive across the state or a couple states. And I discovered this thing. Apparently, I'm the only human on earth that didn't know about it.
You are on the way back.
The Brimfield Flea Market or
Brimfield Fair.
Antique Fair Show.
Yes, only the biggest flea market / fair on this side of the Pecos.
8 miles of just people stumbling out into the street, holding chairs and planters and
How long to get through it?
antiques. They don't care. They got their chair. They're excited to just dart across the street. You're driving at a mind-numbing 2.5 miles per hour. To go through that is, you're excited. You hear your friends are all at your booth at the show, and I didn't hit anybody. And if I did, I'm sure it would have just left a bruise. It wouldn't have really done anything. But don't double book, kids. It's not worth it. It's just I was freaking out the whole time. But I want to say thanks to Mark for supporting at my table, and I want to apologize to the following 25 people.
What's the log?
Seth, Jim, Josue, Carolyn, Zeb, Michelle, Mike,
Are you making up names now?
Bob. No, these are all real names.
Oh, okay. Just check. I know they're real names.
They are
They
names.
actually came
Oh,
out.
okay.
Okay.
Joe.
Can I tell the other half of the story?
What's there? Well,
The Mark half of the story?
The Mark half. Please go ahead.
So I was working your booth for you while you were at said Camp Anime. Matt tells me, we're going to go to Camp Anime at, I'll leave here at 11, I need to be there for noon.
Should be
I'll
no
leave there
problem.
at 1, I'll be back for 2. I'm like, all right, yeah. that's
No
not that
problem.
far.
No problem.
Not knowing Matt would not know that the Brimfield Fair is happening.
I was the only person who didn't know.
The only person in the world who doesn't know this exists. So, 2 o'clock rolls by, 2:15 rolls by, 2:30 rolls by. I text Matt, I'm like, where are you? What happened to you?
I'm crying in a
He texts
Nissan
me back,
crying in a Nissan
I'm stuck in
Xterra.
traffic. I'm like, I'm like thinking maybe there's an accident on 90 or something that you're stuck in, and that's why you're not back. So 2:45 rolls by. I text you back. Where are you? I'm in this town that's having this thing, and there's people everywhere. I was like, are you in Brimfield, Massachusetts?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
You ever want to go on a great date?
I felt like saying I'll see you tomorrow.
Tim, you ever want to take your lady friend out on a date?
A cheap one?
I would imagine it wouldn't be cheap.
It is.
Is it?
Yes. There's no charge to get in.
I've never seen anything like it.
I was taken there last year by a ex of mine.
Oh. Next segment will be Mark's exes.
She's next. Took you to the Brimfield
Get your ass in the car. We're going to the antique store.
We're going to the Brimfield Fair for your birthday.
We're going to antique it.
All right.
Yes. So, yeah.
So,
then
yeah,
Matt
don't-
arrives back, frazzled and
I felt really bad.
stressed out.
I felt bad.
I don't
There
know
was
what
a
you're
slew of
complaining
people.
about. I had no problem getting to Camp Anime at all.
Yeah, because you weren't coming from where I was. You came from your other old
Well, it's because
planet.
Matt has this thing where he won't take Route 90. He has an aversion to taking Route 90 to get anywhere.
I didn't want to.
He doesn't like to pay for tolls.
I didn't want to.
Even though I told him to just get an easy pass.
I thought-
He's like an old man.
I'm an easy.
I love this insight that you give me after.
Well, I told you. I didn't know you were going that way. If you knew you were going that way,
You're gonna be a great dad. You know what you should do next time,
Have you
boy.
met my father? He told you how to go every direction, everywhere you need to go to. He'll tell you 5 different ways to get to wherever you need to go.
So, the moral of the story here
Moral of
is,
the story, kids.
don't double book, because crazy things will happen.
Yes.
And appreciate your friends.
Yeah. And don't leave a friend who can't draw at a booth that has caricatures written on it. Because then you have that friend sitting there going, I don't know how to draw. Sorry.
Can you
can't-
draw pictures?
Come back in 3 hours and we'll draw you.
Can you draw a picture of Star-Lord for me?
I could, but it'd be a stick figure.
So that concludes Matt Ryan's story time.
Story time with Uncle Matt.
It sounded like let's complain about Matt. Oh, okay. I
No,
feel
we
bad.
wanted to hear your experience in Broomfield.
Tough experience in Broomfield. I never got out of my car.
And you never got to buy anything. That was the sad part.
No,
You
there
got
were
to check it out.
there were a lot of good
There's
food.
a lot of cool stuff at the Broomfield.
food vendors.
Broomfield thing.
I'm sure it
Wow.
looked like the entire planet was
The
there.
whole town of Broomfield turns into a flea market, basically.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
No, not
it's
kidding.
really eight miles of just like.
You don't have to tell me. I saw it.
Yeah, it's crazy. We'll be back with our top 10 list of top 10 things that you should not drive through. Here's this little blurb about the guys over at Geekonomics that do a show every Monday. It's Mark and Brian. I'm one of them. I'm the Mark. And Brian's on the Facebook.
He's
Live.
actually watching on Facebook Live.
Yeah. And we'll be talking to you all about that and all the fun stuff we talk about. We're getting close to comic book movies coming back out again. We're getting close to Thor and so much more. So we'll be talking about a lot of stuff on that show. So stay tuned. We'll be back with our top 10 comic book for the month of
July.
We'll be back with that and so much more. It is Free Lunch Comic News.
I've decided that the Matt Ryan story time is not news. Here's what happened in my pathetic life.
It's a fun little break.
It is a fun little bit.
It's interesting to hear about what a person who does comic book stuff
Oh,
does, besides just making comic books.
yeah.
That's the fun part of it, for me at least. I don't know what other people do, but I enjoy it.
So this next spot, you're playing the Geekonomics spot. You guys have been doing this show for how long?
We've, I don't know.
A couple of years?
Is
4
Brian
years?
still on?
I don't
More
know.
than that. We're over 400 episodes. We're over like 420 some odd episodes.
That's a long time.
Yeah, we do one a week, unless we like skip a week for holidays and
That's a lot.
vacations and stuff.
And
So,
you guys basically sound off about
whatever. Mostly comic
whatever.
books.
Who? Mark and Brian.
Joshua Pierce listens to the Geekonomics.
He does.
We crossed paths at the Eastfield Mall show, but you were busy talking to a guy and didn't want to bug you.
9 years.
Yeah. Feels like a million years.
Yep, so the podcast, it's on Podbean, it's on iTunes, right?
It's on iTunes, it's on the Podbean, we have a Facebook page, we have a Twitter.
They got the Twitter.
Got the tweet, we do the tweets.
Do you do the Instagrams?
We don't do the Instagrams. I almost
So
made
many.
Instagram for Free Lunch Comic News over the weekend, but I decided not to.
Mhm.
That photo from Sunday was gangbusters.
That
A lot of people were-
gave you a lot of,
Yeah.
put the wind beneath your wings,
Yeah.
huh?
If you check out Matt's Live from the Eastfield show,
Mark Warnock's there.
you'll see me
Live.
not selling a book to somebody because the guy was a dink and didn't buy a book. What? You need to buy a book. No book? You What? Someone's on. Someone just signed on. Who's that?
Hi, Mom.
Oh, put the show back on, put the show back on.
All right. here
Tim's
we
mom
go.
is on.
The
Oh
top
my
10
God.
Coming at you.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, we're so proud of your special boy.
You are evil.
We haven't done anything yet. The show. Ooh,
So
stay
excited.
on. Hang on, Michelle. This is
So
gonna get
excited.
good real
She's
quick.
so excited at work right now. I can
Oh my goodness, my son's on Facebook Live.
You're watching this from work. She should be home
A lot
by
of
now.
people.
It's almost
a
5
lot of
o'clock.
people- A lot of people are watching this at work.
She might be home. I don't know.
All right, let's see
All
what
right.
happens.
All right, let's go.
Oh, Michelle, we're gonna make this so proud.
Oh, there we go.
She.
Sorry.
Sorry, buddy. Oh no, don't leave. Oh, Sean Fleming. Hey, Sean.
And we're back on Free Lunch Comic News.
Woohoo.
Shout out to Tim's mom.
Tim's mom is
Tim's mom's
here.
listening to us on the Facebook Live. That's right, folks. You can tune in to Facebook Live as we're recording the show Just go to Matt Ryan's Facebook page.
Or no, and we'll put it on the Free Lunch,
Comic News page as
Yep,
well. But
yep.
you can check those out. If you go to either one of those, Matt Ryan's Facebook page or the Free Lunch Comic News Facebook page. Matt prefers you go to the Free Lunch Comic News page.
I don't care where you
There's a
see
lot of
it.
you stalking him on Facebook.
Oh,
That's how me and him became friends.
That's true.
Anyways, now it's time for the top 10 comic books for the month of July.
for the month of July. Brought to you by Michelle's Special Boy.
He's an intern. He's so cute.
All right, so start me off, Mark.
Number 10.
Spider-Man 2, number 1 from Marvel.
Number 9.
Walking Dead, number 169 from Image. Mature readers, please.
Numero Ucho.
Ooh, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again, number 1, Mark.
Number 7.
Star Wars, number 33 from Marvel.
Number 6.
Secret Empire, number 7, also from Marvel.
Number 5.
Secret Empire, number 6, also from Marvel.
Number 4.
Batman, number 27 from DC.
Number 3.
Batman, number 26.
Number 2.
Astonishing X-Men, number 1.
And your number 1 comic book for the month of July 2017 is...
Dark Days, The Casting, number 1 from DC.
Ooh.
And I'll run down the top 10 graphic novels and trade paperbacks if you're ready.
Number 10.
Number 10, Serenity, Volume 5, No Power in the Verse, hardcover.
Oh, how I love that. Number 9.
Black Science, Volume 6, from Image.
Numero Ocho.
We were talking about it earlier, Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures, trade paperback from IDW.
Number 7.
Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Volume 1, trade paperback from DC.
Number 6.
Which, if we go back far enough, proves my point that this will be the third series. Legend of Korra, Volume 1, Turf Wars, Part 1 from Dark Horse.
Number 5.
The Flash, Volume 3, Rogues Reloaded, DC.
Number 3.
Curse Words, Volume 1, from Image. Mature readers, please.
Number 2.
Star Wars, Volume 5, Yoda's Secret War, Marvel.
And the number 1. Number 2. What happened? You missed one?
Yeah, Rick and Morty,
Where
Volume
is
1.
one?
Rick and Morty, Oni Press. And then number 1.
Like tied or something?
No, they're all single
How
digits
are
here.
these numbers?
I don't know.
Number 1.
Monstrous, which is a very pretty book. Volume 2 from Image Comics. Woo, that was a fun one. Hey, Mark.
I messed up numbers somewhere there.
Hey.
One day I'll learn how to count down. It'd be great.
Hi, Raina. Raina's watching us live. So is Ed.
Yes. Thank you again for all our friends watching us live on Facebook Live. We'll be back with our picks
Oh,
for the books coming out in November
yes.
here on the Free Lunch Comic News.
Stay tuned.
News.
Yeah, I'm gonna start reading Rick and Morty.
It's been running for a while. Monstrous.
Well, the show
Very
does.
pretty.
Like,
Very
I
pretty
don't know
book.
much about the comic. I don't know the comic.
What's the next segment? Oh, Twin Peaks Unwrapped. Our friends Brian and Ben run a ridiculously successful podcast based on the Twin Peaks show.
Ridiculously successful.
Ridiculously successful, where they've had celebrities and directors and writers from these shows and producers.
They were just interviewing Mark Frost last night. I heard.
That's insane, and it's such a great show.
Brian's on the Facebook Live right now, probably.
He is. Do you guys? Oh, Odyssey. No, I don't. Who puts
Why
that
are you
out?
whispering things? Tell people.
I feel like Angie is talking directly to me.
Shit.
This is awkward.
It is awkward.
It's getting really personal.
But she's naming all these
Weird.
these books and she's really endorsing things. Angie, you must get a lot of books. It sounds like you get more books than I do.
What a nerd.
She's awesome. We need to Skype her in sometime. We're going to
Okay.
Skype you in sometime. So right now, the Twin Peaks podcast, ridiculously successul, very
Am I pretty much the only person who has anything in this besides you?
well produced. There's a couple things tagged in there.
I know, but you have an M. Is that you?
Yeah.
So you have the one other book that's in this besides me.
Yeah.
So I should do this first then.
Okay.
You know which ones are yours?
Mine have M scribbles.
I know. I'm not talking to you.
I didn't scribble mine.
Great job,
Is that
Tim.
yours, I'm assuming.
Killing it.
All right, we'll let you go first.
Oh, I was told I should talk about Aquaman.
Your craptastic Aquaman.
So great podcast. You should listen to it. Did you watch season 3? Season 3 is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
They're doing like a coming in. I think they're coming in Friday to do another interview with another person from the show.
It's so good.
Brian will tell you who it is.
It is a great, great show. And I'm talking about the podcast, and I'm talking about the show itself. Tim is halfway through the original series.
Okay.
So
you're the ones that don't have anything written on. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, so you'll swim first, and then
We'll get
I'll
Tim go
I'll-
first.
Okay.
Well, I think the Aquaman one is the
And
first.
then we can butcher his picks.
Please, go for it.
No spoilers, no worries. I would never do that.
They all die.
They all die. That's all a dream.
It's so good.
Pack of
All right,
wolves.
we're ready to go in?
It's all a cherry pie high dream.
I love it.
That's possible.
Cherry pie was laced with rum and we're all drunk.
Excuse me.
You good?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Let's light this candle.
We're almost done.
Tim's going first.
I'm going first.
Find your stuff, Timmy. Is your mom still watching?
Probably. She's in physical therapy.
You don't have to read it verbatim, but you can summarize what you think is going on.
And we're back here on Flinch Comic Book News.
Yes.
It is time for our picks. We're going to start off with the newest member of the show, Tim.
Tim, he's with us
Who's
for one
gonna-
semester from Endicott College.
Yeah.
Ooh, where's
3 months.
Endicott College, by the way?
Endicott College is in Beverly, Massachusetts, which is right outside Boston.
Ah, pretty
We
cool.
got 3 beaches out there, so on campus.
On
3
campus.
beaches on campus,
3 beaches.
but they're in Boston.
They're North Shore.
But still, they're beaches in
is-
Boston.
Still.
I mean, how many beaches do you have?
None, but it's New England. We shouldn't have beaches.
Oh, don't say that.
We're only warm like 3 weeks a year.
It's true.
Fair.
It is. It's freezing in the water.
Like Maine has beaches. Why? Anyways, it's time for the picks.
Tune in next week for Beach Talk.
Why does Maine have beaches? Next on NPI. Here's Tim's picks and all the rest of our picks as well. Go ahead, Tim.
Kick it off, Tim.
All right.
Hit us with your first pick that's supposedly really good.
I'm a huge Aquaman fan, and I will use any
And you're
opportunity. I will use any opportunity to preach how friggin' awesome Aquaman is.
Brian Kazaska, tee off now.
So we have in this book coming up Aquaman number 30 and an Aquaman annual number 1. I'll read a little bit about the annual since I'm not caught up on the Aquaman series.
Good to see you're a fan.
He's in college. He's in college. You remember
I'm
what
a
it's
busy
like.
boy. I got other things going on. I'm still catching up. I just bought the first issue of Rebirth, so
Yeah, he's catching up. He's
take
catching
that.
up.
Take that.
You're catching up. You're catching up, all right.
So Aquaman's dream of unity between surface and sea has come true. A utopia of human and Atlantean ingenuity, symbol of harmony. You guys don't care.
Oh,
But-
don't say that.
But Aquaman, super strong, super cool. He fights cool monsters from the deep, dark depths of the sea, and not many other people do that. So
And you're stoked for the movie, right?
I am very stoked for the movie.
Matt is not.
I'm going to do my next pick.
I thought we were going to let Tim do all his picks first.
No, I'm jumping in. We'll go through in order, right?
Oh, okay.
My next pick is the Conan Wonder Woman crossover from DC, written by Gail Simone,
Shocker,
drawn
shocker.
by Aaron Lopresti and Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, if you happen to listen to the show, if you need somebody to tag in on the inks, give me a call. It would be an honor, and look, you wouldn't have to change a thing.
Or even better, what if you wrote a book and he colored it? Then it could be written.
He's an inker.
I know, but if he inked it
Oh,
and you wrote the book
Yeah.
and you drew it,
yeah.
and he inked it,
We could say bye, Matt Ryans.
you could say bye.
We can get the quarterback from the Falcons in on it.
to be the guest writer of it.
It
or
would be
something.
awesome.
That'd be a
So-
book I'd buy.
It looks cool. It's co-published
Look at
with
that.
Dark Horse,
Oh,
so it's $4 coming out in November.
This is coming to you from Deadpool, Despicable Deadpool number 289. Spinning out of the pages of Marvel Legacy number 1, Gary Dugan and Scott Goblish. Writer and artist, cover by David Lopez, Secret Comics variant cover by Scott Goblish. Yeah, Deadpool's still on a mission to bump off his best buddy Cable, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have time to fight some dinosaurs. Because who wouldn't want to punch a dinosaur? I know I would. 32 pages, parental advisory, $3.99 from the folks over at Marvel.
Tim, you're up.
All right, so I saw a little preview for this one already. It's called Dark Fang. It's coming out by Image Comics. It's about a vampire that was a fisherman when she was alive. but now that she's dead, she lives in the ocean. A new plague comes down, so she has to come to the surface. The little bit I saw was of her becoming a cam girl and using her powers to make everyone give her all their money. Specifically, there's one little block I saw where there's a dude licking his computer screen because he's so into her. So I'm already pretty sold on this. It seems like it's commentary on global climate change and stuff, but it looks pretty good.
Very Aquaman-esque.
Very Aquaman.
That's true. That's interesting that you would say
There's
that.
a thing for the ocean.
Interesting comment.
Should have been an oceanographer.
Thank you for that, Mark.
And that's going to be a mature reader's title, too, so
Yes.
not for the kiddies.
All right. Oh, go ahead, Matt. You're next.
You want me to go next?
Yeah, yeah. It was don't break the rule.
All right, I will jump to. I have one picked here. I know I do. Yeah, The Beautiful Death, number 3 from Titan. This book looks gorgeous. I was actually looking for the floppy today in the store. I didn't see it, so it may not have hit yet. But it's by Matthew Bablé. This looks gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of the old heavy metal stuff. So I'm excited to get my hands on this. It's going to be 32 pages, $4, Titan Comics.
All right. My next picks are Star Wars number 38 and 39. Karen Gillian, the writer. Salvador LaRocca, the artist. Covers by David Marquez and a bunch of other folks as well. There are multiple variant covers, a homage variant cover, a Star Wars 4th anniversary variant cover, 2 action figure variant covers for each book, one for 38, one for 39. Ashes of Jeddah. If you remember from Rogue One, the Rebel Alliance turns its attention to the shattered planet of Jeddah. Once the site of the great significance to the Jedi, Jeddah was left in the ruins when the Death Star annihilated the holy city there. Now, new series writer Karen Gillan joins artist Salvador LaRocca to bring Luke, Leia, Han, and the rest of the remains of the tragic victim of the Empire's fury. 32 pages each book. It's rated T. It's $3.99 each. It is brought to you by the folks over at Marvel.
Yeah, those Star Wars books are real pretty. Go ahead, Tim.
All
Look
right.
at that. Look at that.
That is awesome.
One of my picks is the new Hercules, Wrath of the Heavens
Hercules,
series.
Hercules,
Hercules by Titan.
Hercules, Hercules.
It's got a really cool look to it. I saw the first issue that Matt showed me, and it has this just beautiful artwork, and it's very grungy space sci-fi, and it looks like issue number 4 of 5 is coming out.
Yeah.
So look for that because it's really nicely done and badass.
Another one that kind of reminds me of the old heavy metal stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, you're up.
All right, you want to have another one?
Not yet. Go ahead.
I thought you were next.
Nope.
It's rotation.
Nope.
All right. Darth Vader, number 7 and number 8. Charles Soule, the writer. Giuseppe Camuncoli, the
Yeah,
artist.
ooh.
Covers by Francesco Mattina. Legacy's end begins as Vader takes his place in command of the Emperor's secret Inquisitorius program. He sets his sights on one of the most dangerous Jedi remaining alive. And it's not who do you expect. 32 pages each, rated T, $3.99 each. From the folks over at Marvel.
All right, Tim, you're up again.
All right, I got another one. This one is also from Titan. It's called The Girl Who Handcuffed Houdini. I was really struck by the first issue cover, which is just a beautifully done painting.
By Robert McGinnis.
Yes.
It's very cool.
Yes, it looks very spooky. The interior art looks very classic comic, which I also think is cool. There is some nudity, so look out for that.
Ooh, watch out.
But yeah, it's like a supernatural mystery thing set in the 1920s.
Wait, were you talking about this cover or this one?
Yes.
This
oh,
one?
this is a variant. Yes.
That's a variant. So
Both of
David
these, though.
David Mack, though. Yeah.
Both of these variants, nice variant covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out.
Very classic noir look to him.
Yes.
It's part of the hard case line over at Titan.
Yeah.
Very cool.
32 pages, $4. All right, I've got one. I've got a couple doozies here just in time for the Thor release in the theater. Planet Hulk is being resolicited in trade paperback form. This trade costs a couple bucks. $35 brand new. But I will tell you, this is a phenomenal read. It's when Hulk ends up on another, like an alien planet, and he's forced into gladiator combat. Really, really nice. They also have here solicited in Marvel a prose novel adaptation of Planet Hulk, which might be pretty
It's
interesting.
rumored to be the precursor to Ragnarok.
Well, yeah, I think that's it would be interesting to see how they handle that. But he's wearing the armor that he sports in that comic, so
I'll be really excited to play.
very excited.
Awesome. I love playing all.
I really did too. I really did
As
too.
close as Hulk got to Conan, basically.
Yeah, so it's not a stretch for me then.
Yeah. My next pick: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters 2, the sequel to the surprise crossover hit from the creative teams of both TMNT and Ghostbusters. It's a 5-week event.
Ooh,
One book a week.
We reported on this.
What?
Didn't we report on this?
We did, but I'm reporting on it again because it's the gem of the month this month.
Ooh.
Because it comes out in November.
Woo!
Where'd I catch up? Writer Eric Burnham and Tom Waltz. Artist Dan Schoening. Covers by Dan Schoening, Dave Wachter, Carl Moline, and Kevin Eastman and Freddie Williams. The two beloved franchises reunite for a new adventure, more action-packed and hilarious than ever. The Turtles are stuck in a ghost dimension by their old adversary, and only the Ghostbusters can save them. The ensuing adventure will be an interdimensional romp like you've never seen before. All full color, 32 pages, all books, $3.99.
Nice. What's next?
Tim's last pick.
My last pick here, I got Shirtless Bear Fighter. I saw this morning. It's when I discovered it. I find it delightful.
I'm sold.
I turned to the first page and I saw a bear getting punched in the face by a shirtless man. And I was into it. So look for that.
Nice cover by Andrew Robinson.
Yes.
That's the trade paperback. So the miniseries must be coming to a close. Image is usually very good about hitting the stands right, or getting the solicitation and previews just as the last issue hits.
Yeah.
Like they're very good at timing that out.
Paper Girls came out as soon as the last book came out.
Yeah,
That
they're
was
very good at that. I still get 7 to Eternity. I'm still going to give a shout out to that. I love that book.
This is a very fun, cartoony art style that I appreciate.
So speaking of Paper Girls number 17 by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Shang and Matt Wilson are the artists. Cover by Cliff Shang, who is a follower of us on the Twitter. Cliff Shang follows Freelance Comic News.
Is that true?
He does. So shout out to him.
Wow.
At last, the Paper Girls learned what the hell is going on by Eisner Award-winning writer Brian K. Vaughan and artist Cliff Shang, with colors by, of course, 2017 Eisner Award-winning colorist Matt Wilson. November 1st that comes out, 32 pages, full color, T plus $2.99. Also, The Realm number 3 we talked about earlier in the Image book. Seth M. Peck and Jeremy Hahn are the story and art. Covers by Nick Hahn and Nick Filardi. And on the second cover by Kelly Jones and Michelle Madsen.
Ooh.
After last issue's shocking final pages, Will and his fellow travelers could use a minute to catch their breath. They won't get it, plus a scary lady in a bunny mask.
Ooh.
November 15th, 32 pages, M, $3.99.
And I think that concludes all of our picks. Now, if you're listening, just remember that tomorrow is the cutoff to go and visit your friendly neighborhood comic store owner and let them know the books
You
that
need
you
those
want.
books.
Yep. Otherwise, they would have to catch the resolicits or submit it late, and you may not get it the day it comes out. So remember, tomorrow, I believe tomorrow's the 14th.
Yes.
Yep, tomorrow is your cutoff for new books. So go visit your friends at your local comic shop.
And before we get done with our picks, I'm gonna give a shout to one of our friends who does his own book, Chris Vasakis.
Hey, Chris.
Writes The Last. Issue number 1 is out and available at cons and available through Matt Ryan, who is
I do have some in my office.
who has some of those. And were you you drew?
I did draw. I penciled and inked it.
Penciled number 1.
Yep, and he'll be back. He'll be back at the end of this month.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
off doing the adventures. He's out moose hunting in Maine right now.
But I think that
So he'll be back. And number 2 is in the works, supposedly, from last I talked to him. And he's also got some other projects he's working on as well.
he's writing a lot.
He's out doing Secret Window adventures right now.
Yeah, he's writing a lot. So
I'm picturing him doing Secret Window, like, as a play, out in the middle of Maine, as he's writing like Johnny Depp was. So, yeah, check out The Last. You can check that out.
Simple
local
Comics.
Comic book shops.
Simple
and
Comics.
as well. And while we're on it, Ice Sherman from our good friend Wally Cisniak.
Hey,
and
Wally.
Matt Ryan. And all Matt Ryan's books as well.
Oh.
Located at Free Lunch Comics.
if you're in the DC metro area, Wally and I collaborated on Rex Atlas. No, I take it back. It's a Peter Pan story.
Oh.
That's in Magic Bullet. So you can pull right off to the side of the road and hit one of these newspaper vending machines and pull out an issue of Magic Bullet, and Wally and I have a story in there.
Very cool. So check that out, and we'll be back with more in just a bit. We're going to hear from the guys over at Free Lunch about Thirsty Thursday, and they'll be back with
Everything else that they
on
do.
the Free Lunch menu. So we'll be back with that in just a bit.
We 3, I've heard, is very, very good.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Okay. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet. No one's coming.
Yeah, the store.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
I saw Mariah. I was going to send you over there, but I didn't
Oh.
realize we were doing this week.
Yeah, no, I told her I was doing this. She said she was doing a lot of stuff going on today. Yeah.
So right now they're talking about what's going to happen at the office tomorrow night. The Thursday night drink and draw starts at 7 o'clock, runs till 9:30.
And next week's Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah, D&D. That's a program that Chris Vizakis, we just talked about him. He usually runs it. I'll be tagging in for him, and I'll be running the adventure.
And you picked up some books
I
over
did.
the weekend.
Yeah, at the Eastfield Mall show.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. I may use them. We'll see.
Mm.
But I'm excited. I've got a plan already in mind that I want these players to enjoy. So I'm excited.
It's like little mini adventures, right? Because you just
Yeah, we jump in, we jump
Go
out.
together, yeah.
Yeah. So by 10 o'clock they're done. I don't want any dangling
Yeah.
plot lines. So we're excited about that.
yeah. Another Dungeons and Dragons news. We're doing a new one the 20th. We're doing another session of Dungeons and Dragons for Dungeonetics.
Now, did you play a promo for that or no?
We haven't done one for Dungeonetics yet. Bobby's supposed to be making one. The guy who does our videos.
Oh, okay.
He's supposed to be making one.
Okay.
He's in the process of doing that, but we'll have one for that coming up
And
soon.
the last thing
Where you can go online and watch us play Dungeons and Dragons.
the last thing I want to talk about before we close off the show, I want to
You got
talk
the free lunch
about.
menu.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll come back. We'll do the free lunch menu, and then we're going to talk about the personal experience comics, the bios. So I think
yeah,
it'll be
yeah,
a great
yeah.
great thing to talk about.
We can do that first, actually, if you want.
You want
and
it?
then-
Okay,
Then
yeah.
we can go into the free lunch.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Have you read any?
No, I want to read that one that we were talking about, the one with the Syrian guy or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to check that one out.
Okay.
Might
I
borrow that.
can't remember the name of it though, but we'll talk about it when
You
we
said
come
you
back.
ordered it.
I did.
Yeah, when you get it.
I
in,
get
after
everything
you-
he does.
Yeah, after you read it, I might borrow it.
It's actually written by his wife and drawn by him, I
Oh,
think.
okay. Yeah, I might borrow that from you.
And before we come back, Black Sad. You need to read that. Have you read that before? Black Sad. Awesome. Dark Horse Comics has the rights to it in this country. It's like, what if Disney meets Chinatown? And you're a cat lover, so yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Free Lunch Comic News.
All right.
Before we get into the Free Lunch menu, we had a couple folks on the Facebook page chiming in with some stuff, and one of them brought up, what the topic they bring up?
Like autobiographical comics or personal experience comics?
Yes.
What a great topic to talk about. What jumps out at me like immediately is Blankets. Have you ever read that book?
No, I've not.
Oh, that was a really good book. I'm sure that Ange has read it, and I would say that it's probably at your local library. Also by the creator who did Habibi, which is also a gorgeous book.
Yeah.
Obviously not a personal experience. And then the same artist, I wish I could remember his name, and she's in it. He wrote a diary, or he illustrated a diary of his travels through Europe.
Huh.
And he meets up with Louis Trondheim, and he lets Louis draw in his book.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fascinating, and it's gorgeously illustrated. Blankets, also Goodbye Chunky Rice. It's the same talent as that. What I think is great about comics as a medium should allow these personal experience comics to be a part of it. Mouse is one of the most successful graphic novels of our time, and it is the documentation of the main character's grandfather and his experiences from World War II, I believe. So I definitely think that there's a place for it, and I think it's fascinating, and it allows for, it allows for the human element, something a little bit more realistic, something that people can bite into and kind of understand and enjoy and buy. It doesn't have to be about spaceships and superheroes and everything else and swords. So I really think that there's a value to that. You look at Raina Tagemeyer's books, I would imagine that there's a little bit of personal experiences in Smile and Sisters. And we're getting a shout out of Bottomless Belly Button. I've never heard of that. Bottomless Belly
Craig Thompson?
Craig Thompson, that's the guy. Yep, thank you. Thank you for looking that up. So yeah, I think there's a place. And you guys have never read anything. Did you ever read Mouse?
I read Mouse in, I think, junior high school or high school.
Yep.
I haven't read Mouse. I've seen Mouse. I also did read one in an art class. My art teacher brought in a book that was one of his friends did it. And it was, I'm really trying to remember what the conflict was, but it was some survivor of some war-torn country. And he comes in and he has this book for us and we read it, and there's something really powerful about just having the images there.
Yes.
And the way it is done, the juxtaposition of something so serious in a cartoon form, there's something really that draws you to that very much.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it was cool.
Yeah. So great topic, Ange. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Black Hole. That's been around for years by Charles Burns. Yeah. What a great, let's do a big shout out to Ange for chiming in here, for being kind of an unofficial guest today at the show.
A little instigator of topic and conversation.
We appreciate you.
We do.
We appreciate you. All right, time for the free lunch menu.
Here it is.
So we're going to start right off with this Saturday. Marc, your sister's actually volunteering for me at the Connecticut Horror Fest over in Danbury, Connecticut. There's going to be a lot of scary people over in Danbury.
Yes, you'll be doing zombie drawings?
I will be doing zombie drawings. I also have
zombie caricatures?
Zombie hunting licenses that I'll be selling. Your favorite book that I did, The Terror of Wellfleet, I'll have.
My favorite one.
And then I've got a vampire pinup thing that I've done, Bitten. So I'll have the horror stuff.
At Eastville Mall?
It is indeed.
Oh,
so
that's
that'll
a looker.
That'll all be front row. Blah, blah, blah. Now, next weekend.
If you're a single male, it's definitely a pinup you want to have. All I gotta say.
September 24th, we've got the Plainville Comic Show, and that's
Tim will be in attendance, right?
Tim will be. We're making him go. He has no choice.
His first debut.
Yep. And then that's at the Plainville VFW on Northwest Drive. And then that night, I'll be at the roller derby farm team matchup, which will be at Rana Roll in Vernon. Oh. It's not going to be at Nomads. It will be at Rana Roll in Vernon. I will be doing giant caricatures there too, and I'll be selling the stickers of the different players and who knows what else. September 29th, we're doing a Dungeons and Drawings. This is an open drawing and painting for teen class. It's going to be starting at 4 o'clock and it'll run till 6:30, and it's a Dungeons and Dragons themed drawing workshop.
What?
Yep, and then staying in theme, that following Sunday, the Free Lunch Miniatures Paint Jam. So if you have gaming miniatures that you want to bring in and bring your paints, that'll start at 11 o'clock, and it'll run till 3.
Like Warhammer kind of thing?
Yeah, totally. Yep, D&D, Bones,
Dragons, things like that.
You got it. Star Wars, you name it.
Cool.
The next thing I have here is later that afternoon. The Free Lunch Ultimate Frisbee. Don't make that noise.
Beat up kids.
That's right. Yes, that's right. They were beating me up.
Watch an old man punch kids in the face.
He's making me do it now.
I am making him do it. Everything I do, you're going to be doing, Tim. So get ready.
It's just like watching Matt just run around like a crazy person for 2 hours.
It's true. I don't do the loincloth thing anymore. I just actually wear regular clothes now. October 4th, the super popular class is coming back, the Wednesday Night Comic and Manga Club. This is a class for all ages where people come in for 8 weeks and we actually produce an anthology comic. So ridiculously popular. Fall is here. We're jumping back in.
That's how my sister got in.
That's totally right.
Yeah,
yep.
So she started in the free lunch world.
Yep. October 7th, the Free Lunch Studio 24-hour comic challenge. This is already starting to fill up. It's already starting to fill up.
Roping me in again.
This is by reservation only. You know, I have limited space in there.
come fill it.
And I want to talk to the participants ahead of time, kind of make sure they're on the same page and they understand what the commitment level is and all that. King of Monster Mountain weekend is October 26th and 28th. That's the Thursday and Saturday before Halloween. Thursday night, it's going to be at the adult drop-in. It's going to run from 7 until 10 o'clock. And you can bring your favorite beverage to that one. October 28th, it starts at 10 in the morning. It's just for the kiddies. King of Monster Mountain, a lot of fun. It's like Violent Checkers.
That throws candy at people.
It's true. And then don't forget that we have the Monday Night Jam every Monday. For kids, it's from 5 to 6. And for adults, it's from 6 to 8:30. We have Thirsty Thursdays, which is tomorrow night from 7 until 9:30 typically. Both of those events are at the Terrafil Mill in Terrafil, Connecticut, which is like a little side village of Simsbury. And then the last thing I'll mention is I'm going to be at the Celebrate Granby. That is the September 23rd, going back. I'm going to be drawing caricatures there. And I just did...
Tim, put that in your book calendar because you'll be there too.
You might be.
What was that?
Celebrate Granby?
Okay.
It's a Saturday, so I'm not going to make you do it. I'm not going to make you do it.
No, I know.
Extra
Are we
credit.
really negotiating his
Extra
hours
credit,
here on the
extra
show?
credit.
But yeah, that
Extra credit.
and I just did Septemberfest in Simsbury, and I had a really good crowd, and I drew a ton of people that day, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the weather was really, really nice, and
I don't know. I was trapped in a mall.
Bear's Barbecue was there. Ooh,
Oh, and I was trapped in a mall.
I know.
Oh,
Sorry.
Man, you owe me.
So, but that's everything that's going on at the Free Lunch Studios. If you want to find out more, you can go to the Free Lunch Studio Facebook page. You can go to freelunchcomics.com. Free Lunch Studios is on YouTube and it's on Twitter.
You can also grab your new book, Rejects is on
Rejects is on there.
Rejectsclothing.com.
I'm trying to think of what else do
Any
I...
other projects in the works that might be coming out down the road that people should be looking out for from...
I'll just say this. The next year is the 20th anniversary of the company. And I got some special things planned.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah.
I've heard some big,
That's all you're going to get from me.
I've heard some bigger rumors. If that's all I
Oh,
can say.
gosh. That's enough. All right.
People
So,
who know would know what that means. If you don't, they need to look it up and find out.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Yes, we'll see you all back here in 2 weeks, hopefully. Unless
Yeah.
Matt gets distracted or I find something else for to do. We'll be back for that. It's the comic book news brought to you by Free Lunch Comics. Can.
I'm Matt Ryan.
I'm Tim Gaffey.
And I'm Marc Warnock. Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time.
That was weird.
I thought it was good. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We know the show kind of ran, an hour and a half? Maybe. But we really appreciate you tuning in. And Ange, we really appreciate you really sticking in for the whole thing. And that was fantastic. And we hope that we were able to give you guys some information that you may not have otherwise known, or maybe it will help illuminate your comic ways in the future. So thank you very much. And we're going to sign it off here. She's still there. Bless your heart.
I have to build it all and it'll actually be posted.
Yep.
After I build the whole show.
But I'll share this on the Free Lunch Comics News, so if you want to tell people how much you were involved in the show, or if you want to tell your friends, we got some really great feedback when we were at the Eastfield Mall show, which was really nice. So thanks again, and we are signing off. Bye.
Bye, everybody. See you next time.